So today we're looking into two concepts. First, we're looking into the simultaneous quadratic and linear equations. And second thing that we're looking today is finding the root of the quadratic. Finding the root. So, if we have the graph of the quadratic, which is parabola, and we have a straight line, how many cases we can have in terms of their intersection? Three cases. We have, let's say, parabola. We can have no intersections when the line, let's say, going like this. There will be no intersections. There could be two intersections, line going like this, for example. And the third, when there is one point of intersection and it straight line touches only at one point, and not very straight line, but it's okay. Then what we say about this line, how we call it? Tangent line. Okay, let's consider two examples. Let's start from some very simple example, and then we'll do more complex example. So let's consider example that's from the exercise 3J. Question, let's say 2E. We have two simultaneous equations, y equal 6 minus x squared, and y equal negative 2x minus 2. How we will solve this equation? What we should do? Substitution. We substitute instead of y minus 2x minus 2 minus 2x minus 2 equals 6 minus x squared. The next step, we should write it in a standard quadratics form. Remember, solving quadratics always make x squared positive. Need to move it other side. Never solve quadratic with the x squared negative. Not because you cannot, but because if you will do it when quadratic term will be negative, it's much more likely that you will make arithmetic mistake. It cannot be solved, it's not different, but from the experience, if you will not make squared term positive, it's much more likely to make arithmetic mistake. So let's move everything to the left. We will get x squared, move to the left, it's positive, plus x minus x. We have minus 2 and minus another 6, x squared minus x minus 8 equal 0. So, how we solve this equation? Can we factorize it? No. We cannot factorize it in terms of the whole numbers. So the easiest way, use quadratics formula. X equals negative b, so 1 plus minus square root of b squared, 1. Squared is 1, plus minus 4ac, but we have c negative, so it becomes plus 4 times 8, 32, divided by 2a, which is 2. So you get 1 plus minus square root of 33 on 2. So we have found that x coordinates of the points of intersection. We don't forget that you need to find also y point of intersection. and so we substitute those values of x into the equation, and always when you're substituting, choose easy equation. So of course it will be much easier to substitute into the linear equation. So you will get y equal negative 2 times 1 minus root 33 and 2 minus 2, or y equal negative 2 times 1 plus root 33 and 2 minus 2. So you get y equal 2 and 2 cancels out. Negative will change signs here, so you get root 33 becomes positive, 1 becomes negative, and minus 2, so minus 33. Oh, 33. Minus 3. Root 33 minus 3. Here, y equal 2 and 2 cancels out. Signs change. So we have minus 1 minus root 33. So we get negative 3 minus root 33. So final answer, you need to give it as a 2 pairs of points. So 1 minus root 33 and 2, comma root 33, or minus 3 plus root 33. And second point is 1 plus root 33 and 2, comma negative 3 minus root 33. So pretty straightforward question. Make sense? Any questions?
No.
No? Yes.
Would this be a tech-free question?
This? Yes. Could be tech-free. You just need to remember quadratic's formula.
I know the quadratic formula, just it's fine, yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
in methods you can expect getting numbers. Yes, you can expect something ugly to get. So if you don't get a nice number, don't be scared. That might be the intention. Now, harder question. That is from the same exercise, question 10. From the same exercise, 3J, question 10. Can I clean it up? Is everyone fine?
Yeah.
So, find the value of C such the line with the equation y equal 2x plus c is tangent to the parabola with the equation y equal x squared plus 3x. So, as they have point of intersection, so we need to use substitution, we equalize them, we get x squared plus 3x equals 2x plus c. We write it as a standard quadratic, so x squared plus x minus c equals 0. Because it says that the line is a tangent. So one solution, that means discriminant equal 0. So let's write discriminant equal 1 squared. 1 minus 4ac becomes minus minus plus, plus 4c. And it has to be equal 0 to have one point of intersection. From here, obviously, c equals negative 1/4. Make sense?
No. We have to find C. X is yeah.
Yeah, we had to find C, so they have one point of intersection. Now, find the possible values of C such the line twice intersects.
Delta's more.
Twice intercept,
So it's greater than negative
C.
1.
discriminant has to be greater than 0. We have 1 plus
It's greater.
4c greater than 0. So we have c has to be greater than negative 1/4. For those values of c, there will be 2 points of intersection. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's have a look into how we can find a rule of the quadratics from some description or from the graph. Graph U, it all depends what we know. We will use few different approaches, depends of what we know. Let's consider the next graph. Let's consider the next graph.
I'm done. I'm doing recess.
Except English.
What do we have for recess? We don't have English. Oh, I don't know. Adva. I'm in middle school teaching.
What adverb am I in?
So we have such parabola and we want to find its equation. In this case, we know 2 x-intercepts. As we know 2 x-intercepts, what will be the best form to write the equation of this parabola?
X minus
In the factorized form. So we write it as a times x minus x1 times x minus x2, where x1 and x2 are x-intercepts. And we will need just to find a for which we have 1 point. Using those intercepts, we can write y equal a x minus 0 plus x times x minus 7. To find a, plus 7, yes, of course, thank you. Plus 7, minus negative 7. We have x-intercept negative 7, x minus negative 7 is x plus 7. And then we have 1 more point which we can substitute. So we have 4 equals a times 4 times 4 plus 7. So we have 4 cancels out and we get 1 equal 11a. A equals 1 11th. So equation of this parabola y equal 1 11th times 1 11th x times x plus 7. X times x plus 7. Make sense?
That makes sense.
Another example when we have parabola given, but we have different information. We have different information. All make sense what we did? Now let's consider another parabola. Now we have the parabola like this.
And this is if we have a point at one end.
So, in this case, we have a turning point.
Turning point form h plus k.
So we should use turning point form, which is y equal a x minus k plus h.
Minus k.
X minus k plus h. This is a parabola in turning point form. It's quadratics. Now, we know turning point form, so we know k and h. We can substitute it here. We get y equal a x minus 2 squared plus 2.
what you said.
And we have one more point that will allow us to find A. We substitute 0, 6 into the equation. We get 6 equals A negative 2 squared plus 2. 6 equals 4A plus 2. A equals 1. So the equation of the parabola becomes y equal x minus 2 squared plus 2. So we look, if we have two x-intercepts, we using factorized form. If we have turning point, we use turning point
What if we
form.
have 2 points?
Then you can just.
Will it be, if we have just two, no, if we have not x-intercept 2 points,
Yeah, that's what I said.
will it be enough to find
No.
equation?
No.
No.
But you have
We need to have 3
Oh, yeah.
points.
Yeah.
The minimum number of the points we need to
So what
have
if it has no x, well, no real x?
3 points. So
When it's like above the, oh, then you
But
should turn it
So-
they
into
just,
let's consider the next
I don't
example.
understand how someone can ever have.
Oh, we did it with like the circle.
Let's consider now when we have 3 points.
Three random points.
When we have just
You can do
3
it with
random
two
points.
He just said
the
We
factor.
have
Yeah.
minus 2 minus 1,
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3 negative 16.
Oh yeah, we can make a parabola. Oh, I remember.
In this case,
Circles.
we need to use
Crazy how much more.
the general equation of the parabola. Y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And we substitute each of those points to obtain 3 simultaneous equations. So first point, we have minus 1 equal negative 2 squared 4. So we have 4a minus 2b plus c. That I substitute point negative 2 negative 1. Now substituting point 1 2, we get 2 equals a
Oh yeah,
plus b plus c. And the last point, 3 negative 16, we get negative 16 equals 3 squared 9, 9a plus 3b and plus c. So we get 3 simultaneous equations. So if you're solving it by hand, so without calculator, the best way is to use elimination. Let's eliminate, first let's eliminate c.
Because it's plus C on all of them.
We have plus c in each of them, so if we subtract, let's say this will be equation 1, this equation 2, equation 3. Let's subtract equation 1 minus 2.
Okay, okay.
Equation 1 minus equation 2. Minus 1 minus 2 negative 3. 4a minus a 3a. Minus 2b minus b minus 3b. C minus c. Go. See you later. Now let's subtract. Let's do 3 minus 2 now. Equation 3 minus, it doesn't have to be in this order, you can use different pairs of equation. So we do 3 minus 2, negative 16 minus 2, negative 18, equal 9a minus a equals 8a, 3b minus b plus 2b, and c 1. So we get 2 standard simultaneous equations, which we I will write them next to each other. By the way, these can be simplified. And everything that can be simplified should be simplified. It will make things easier. So this becomes a minus b equals -1. If we divide everything by 3. We divide everything by 3. That's one equation, and second equation we can simplify as well. What we can do with this one? Divide by 2. So we get 4a plus b. 4a plus b equal -9. Now, what will be the easiest way to solve them? Substitution or elimination? I will go for elimination. We add them together, we get 5a equal -10, a equals -2, which we substitute here. So we get -2 minus b equals -1. So b equals -1. And we substitute into, I will suggest in equation 2 because it's the most simple. So we get 2 equal, a is -2 plus b -1 plus c, so c equals 5. So our final equation is y equal -2x squared minus x plus 5. That's probably the hardest it can be, finding the rule of the quadratic. And that's all what I wanted to explain today. Like, subscribe, and donate to help fight terrorist countries and organizations like Russia, Iran, Hamas, etc. Support Ukraine and Israel.